Now that we had the June drop, where a lot of the smaller fruit have fallen off the apple trees and pear trees, it's a good time just to go through and have a little look if there's any other fruit that needs thinning. Like say this branch here where there's quite a few. This is a dessert apple. Cookers are a little bit different to this, but there's a group of them here. So we're just going to thin this. There's quite a lot of apples on this cluster. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to make it down to 2. So just have a look through and just see if there's any sort of blemishes on any of the fruit, if any of them aren't that healthy. But they all look pretty nice. But so then we have to just choose. Maybe we'll go for, take that one. We'll just pull that one up there. We just remove it by pulling them up like that. Just doesn't need it. Don't it's not a yank, or you can end up losing the whole bunch. That'll probably do nicely. So you can leave them in pairs on the dessert apples. And there's no other fruit near it, so that should be quite nice. That should do well. As you're going through your fruit as well, just to sort of check if there's any like ones that are misshapen or they've got sort of scab on them, or any bore holes where something's going to go in. They're the ones that you just, when you've got a choice, you just sort of can take them ones off and just leave the nice healthy ones on there. Like these, there's a lot of them on there. So they're just taking energy out of the tree when they don't need to be on them anymore. There's another one there, you can come off as well. And there's also things that you can also look for any bugs that are already on the trees as well. There's some codling moths down here. They're here. Look at that, Lou. It's like in there. They web up, and then these are the little larvae in here will be the ones that bore into your apples. So you can just remove that. They can't do any damage. This is a cooking apple variety. I've done this one earlier, so there was a few pairs here. So you leave them like as a single apple on each little cluster. So if there's sort of 2 or 3, just take the 2 small or worse ones off. You also want about 20 centimetres apart on the branches, so that one probably needs to come off here. So just lifting up and these off. Yeah, so that's it. So what this does when you thin them as well, if you get a really bumper crop like this year, it also for future years it doesn't sort of take all the energy out of the trees and you end up with nothing next year. So it just gives you like good crops every year rather than having a big bumper year and then nothing the next year. So it just sort of avoids that sort of effect as well. I hope that's been a few helpful tips, and I hope you get a really great crop this year and lovely eating apples and cooking apples.